Okay, so this video is like totally off the cuff. I didn't plan it. It's been about a month now since my last video, I think, or could be longer. And I didn't really feel a need to make any more videos because my plan was to just sort of hold myself accountable by doing frequent kind of like journal or vlogs, whatever you want to call them. And after kind of reaching my goal of 21 days doing a water fast, I felt satisfied and I didn't feel a need to keep making videos. But in the back of my mind, I kind of wanted to, and I kind of wanted to focus more on what it's like living life as an INFJ, especially being an INFJ male, where apparently we make up 0.5% of the population. So I know it's like a cliche to say we're rare, but we're kind of rare, and that leaves a certain amount of, well, it leaves you feeling very misunderstood most of the time in your life. Yeah, so there's not really a point to this video, it's just kind of me rambling and just see where my intuition takes me. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm still not used to like looking at a lens. It's so impersonal, and that's the funny thing about being INFJ. So we're like, every single element of us is a paradox. So we're introverted. At the same time, I think that we do so much better in person than speaking on a phone or through video chat. When I'm with someone and I'm interacting directly with them in person, it's one of the few times where I feel that I'm in the moment and that I just let my intuition lead the conversation. And I've had times where people said to me like, wow, that thing you just told me was so helpful, so interesting. And I'm like, what did I just tell you? Can you repeat back to me what I just told you? Because I probably need to hear the same information. But yeah, so I'm kind of like jumping from topic to topic, but a big thing that I've become aware of, and also this is all part of the water fast as well, because I started that 21-day water fast just completely randomly. I didn't prepare for it, I didn't plan for it. I literally had gone food shopping a day or two before. The fridge was full up with food, and I was just sat at my computer one evening and I just said, I have to start a fast, an extended fast. And I went, without even thinking, without even planning, I just went to the fridge, took all the food and just put it all in the freezer. Vegetables, fruit, everything, just put it all in there. And I said, I'm going to do a 21-day water fast. And I stuck to it. And I think in the last video I mentioned that I had read people had said that while doing extended fast, they had felt strong emotions, they had like epiphanies, repressed memories came back to them and all that kind of stuff. And during the water fast, I didn't experience any of that. I mean, I was mainly just sort of experiencing the physical effects of it, and I was aware of that, and I was kind of like amazed at how capable the human body is of doing something so strenuous. But I didn't really have any like emotional moments. I think probably the most emotional I felt was at the very beginning, but it wasn't strong. It was just sort of like, it was more a sense of I need to overcome the urges to quit the fast, rather than, oh, let me look deep into my childhood memories and see where things went wrong and where things went right, and you know, oh, this relationship worked out, this or didn't work out because of these reasons. I didn't experience any of that. But since ending the fast this past month, I've really like gone through some crazy deep introspection or reflection, and I feel that the water fast completely reset me. And before starting the water fast, I was lactose intolerant. So I'm 37 now. When I was about 34, 35, I noticed that I couldn't drink milk anymore. it would make me ill, like in a short period of time. Like if I drank milk or ate ice cream, like 10 minutes after I would become ill. And I realized it's because my body wasn't breaking down the lactose, and the lactose was feeding bacteria in my intestines. And the water fast completely eradicated that. I did not expect the water fast to change. What's the word, like, is it like metabolic or something? Anyway, I did not expect the water fast to have any sort of like long-lasting effects on my body, but I can drink milk now with no negative effects, which completely surprised me. Yeah, I've completely lost my train of thought. Where was I going? It was something about emotions. Oh yeah, so after ending the water fast, I probably just lost the whole train of thought there, but forgive me. This is why I need like an INFP here, because they keep me on track, because they got really good introverted sensing, and they can retain short-term memories way better than I can. I have a friend that's an INFP, and she's amazing at keeping me on track. But at the moment, I'm on my own, so you get what you get. So after the water fast, this last month, I've been journaling like non-stop. I mean, like writing with a pen. So I keep 2 journals. I've got a digital journal on my phone, which is more of a sort of like checklist of things to do, and I didn't do that, okay, I need to do that. It's more sort of like structured. But my written journaling is more kind of me expressing my thoughts and writing about old memories, and I can't stop. I finished my journal was about the halfway point. In just 2 weeks, I've already like finished the book. I need to go buy a new one. And before, I was only writing a journal like maybe like twice a week or something. But now it's like pretty much every day. It's constantly just thoughts coming to me, so I think it's because the water fast reset me to some like original baseline, and it kind of wiped away any pre-existing like denial or like thoughts that were sort of like preoccupying my mind. It just all was washed away, and I've been kind of like gradually reprocessing things, and I don't know, it's like it feels like every day my brain is sort of restructuring. I literally feel like the neurons are reconnecting, and like memories that I'd forgotten are coming back to me, which is very strange. Like I've had conversations with my parents about childhood memories and stuff, like quite personal stuff, where when I was at primary school, I was a maladaptive daydreamer, and I was taken out of classes and put into special education, which is basically for kids that are, can't learn properly or have like learning difficulties. And apparently they realized, no, he doesn't have problems learning, he's just incredibly distracted. And then I was put into like another thing, which was some sort of like they were testing like a new method of learning, and I did extremely well. And then when I went to secondary school, I was like in the top sets for everything, whereas before I would have been like in the bottom sets for everything. And I remember I never really understood exactly what happened during that period of time. It was just like a empty spot for me. It's like a blank spot, like a missing part of my history, and I'd never really discussed it. And I decided to call my mum and like ask her, like, can you remember exactly what happened? And she was like, yeah, like the teacher that saw you, she was really impressed, and they originally thought that you had learning difficulties, but you didn't. You were like incredibly intelligent, and there was nothing that you didn't pick up instantly the moment they taught it to you. And it's kind of helped me realize that I used to compare myself against other students and think that I'm not that intelligent, that I'm like, why am I in the top set for science and I feel stupid because I have trouble communicating my thoughts to people. like it does take me quite a lot of energy to articulate my thoughts, because I visualize things. I don't think in words. I think, or some people think in emotions, but I think in images, and to convert those images into language that I can express to other people is extremely draining. And it's also why I have a hard time keeping eye contact, and I might sort of look around or look up or look down, because I'm trying to build a mental image. But yeah, like if I hadn't done the water fast, I don't think I would have had the urge to like ask my mum, explain to me why was I taken from the school and put into this special school, what was happening to me in that situation. And she she could remember, because I was really digging deep into her mind, and she was like, okay, the teacher told me that you're really good, blah, blah, blah. And so it's filled in a hole for me now, where at that point in my life, I felt I wasn't capable, but now I realize that I was capable. I just wasn't in the right environment for me to express my intelligence and abilities. And so that's been super helpful. Just journaling has been super helpful. I've also decided to go to a therapist, so a psychotherapist, which is basically just me talking to someone, them listening. And I put this off for so long. I thought, so I did CBT a long time ago when I was a teenager, and that helped me at that time. But as an adult, I feel that seeing like it is psychotherapist, right? That is the right name. It's helpful for me because as an INFJ, I have extroverted feeling. And what extroverted feeling is that you just naturally pick up on the vibe around you and people's emotions. And so if you live with a narcissistic individual, you're going to constantly be feeling drained and negative, and that you're walking on eggshells because you cannot turn it off, and you're picking up on their negative energy that they're putting out into the world, and you will lose touch of who you are. You will not feel your own feelings. But when I go to see the therapist, because she's trained to reduce her feelings, and she's just kind of like a person sat in front of me, and the focus is on me, I leave those sessions actually feeling something and having a sort of third person perspective on myself. And I can then say, okay, when I was telling her this story, it was making me feel uncomfortable. And if I just sit alone and just think about things and ruminate, I don't really feel many emotions. I just I look at things too analytically and not in an emotional way. Whereas I look at other people's situations in an emotional way. Like I empathize with other people, but I find it very hard to like empathize with myself. You know? So yeah, it's been helpful. This is how long has this been going for? 13 minutes. Okay. This is probably like the most rambly video ever, maybe ever put on YouTube. I don't know. I probably should start. If I'm going to keep doing videos, I should probably have a theme and stick to the theme. So the theme of this video is just if you haven't done a water fast yet, try a water fast. It could potentially change your life. I also feel healthier as well. So it's been a month and I have eaten some carbs, but I've mainly stuck to just low carb, protein, fat. Yeah, and then just like vegetables. I've been eating a lot of like stuff like stews and avocados. I've been eating fruit as well. So like fruit is has a lot of carbs, but I think it's fine. I don't think it's that good to just completely restrict yourself. I mean, because I also do intermittent fasting too. So as long as I don't have like too many carbs, my body will enter ketosis, and I will burn fat as I will burn fat, ketones, as an energy source rather than what's it called? I totally forgot what it's called. Well, whatever sugar gets converted to and stored on your organs, I totally forgot what it's called. Sorry about that. Yep, I think it's because I'm running out of material to talk about. So I'm just going to look like an idiot now and... Yep, mind blank. This is a common thing. Yeah... Well... This is awkward. Yeah. What the hell is that thing called? Oh, let me just Google it. Oh, glycogen. Okay, I knew that. It's just like my mind just blanked it out, and yeah, that's kind of like a thing that us INFJs deal with, is that sometimes you just lose track of things because there's too much going on in your mind. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave that in the video because I have to learn to be okay not being a perfectionist. These videos are completely amateur, which is helpful for myself because when it comes to like my artwork and it comes to like graphic design, I'm a perfectionist and I will just remake the same thing over and over and over and over and over until it's absolutely perfect, and it burns me out. So I have to learn that it's fine to look like an idiot, and it's fine to just leave mistakes in. Like, I'm not doing any cuts. You can see I'm lazy. Maybe I'm just lazy. I'm not editing any of these videos, just leave them natural. All the little stupid mistakes, leave them in. Because as humans, and this is something my therapist told me. So during the first session, I'd gone to a cafe before and had some food. And in the session, I just like randomly burped and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And she said, it's fine, you're a human. And I think it's so easy to forget that, because when we leave our homes, we put a persona on, or we mask ourselves, and we try to be better than we really are. Like, we try to be this like perfect version of ourselves, and it's not true. Like, why are we so afraid to just be our authentic selves? Like, why can't we just show who we are? And that's a problem that I've dealt with for most of my life, that I do try to make myself look perfect, and I'm not perfect. I'm just some human on this planet, in the universe. You know? This crazy universe. Alright. Catch you later. Enjoy your day wherever you are in this universe. Bye bye.